Hey guys, in my last video I promised to go into a little bit more about the Latron J, a weapon that was lackluster at best before the patch, but after the patch has become my one and only weapon. And that has a lot to do with the two bonuses it gives. The first being the increased cloak duration, around 9 seconds for the Dead Ringer, up from 6.5 seconds. Uh, and the survivability, which is the 15% cloak on direct hit from the weapon. Um, these two bonuses make it so that the Dead Ringer is much, much more effective than it used to be. Valve attempted to nerf the Dead Ringer by introducing a 1 or 2 second delay before a Dead Ringer spy would take actual damage. I think it was like 100 damage or something like that, and then you start taking damage from the opposing players like it's nothing. It goes back to regular Inviswatch cloak. Unfortunately for them, they've instead made a monster weapon that now acts like the Inviswatch, but has most of the upside of the Dead Ringer, including the survivability. Because as long as you get out of there within 2 seconds, you're fine. You just need to evade them a little bit more than you would normally do with the Dead Ringer. And obviously, there's going to be situations where you die. But anyway, this is a pug I'm playing, and I'm playing against three really good players in Max, Davey, and Cozen. Uh, Cozen in particular is very spyware, and he's very fast to react to spies. So he's a little bit of a challenge for me, and I do get taken out by him a few times. Uh, Same thing with Davey a little bit. I don't really go after the heavy as much. I know he's very spyware. I know they're going to call me out a lot more. You can see on Badwater, I just decided to go straight for their spawn. I say, okay, if I get rid of their teleporter, not only do they lose access to the front lines, but I can choose important targets that come through this spawn to kill. Now you may say, oh, well, they'll know you're there or whatnot. But I let a few people pass so that they become less spy aware. In doing so, they say, oh, he must have gone. He must have been doing something else now. In all reality, I'm looking for a bigger pick, either the NG or the medic. I want the medic, but unfortunately, he was being followed by a pyro there, and I was checking to see who was up and who was down. It doesn't show in here. Instead, I get to settle for the NG, though. As you can see, you can't actually open that door as the opposition, so I need to go through that door to actually leave it. And I wanted him to see that I was leaving the door as well, so that he knows, oh, he can't be at spawn. And then he becomes less spy aware as well. So I'm trying to actually get a double kill here by going out there and killing him there. I don't think I could have gotten the kill inside anyway, but that's alright. Here, I'm trying to set back up again, and I'm listening for, movement, and I hear that he put his teleporter back up, so decided to focus that, give away my spot, but now he has no real outside presence. And now I'm trying to go for a very easy kill, like, okay, you guys really not going to know I'm here at this point. And again, I run into the heavy, who is Davey, and he's very spyware, and they have a scout who also mains spy. So again, I was very defensive there. I knew as soon as Davey was coming, I had the wrong angle. But you have to realize with that sign there, I have to be very aggressive with my stab. I can't just time it perfectly. I mean, it really is like millisecond timing there to actually get the stab without them seeing you in the blind spot. So I don't get the stab there. I do get out, or I think I get out. But again, Kozen makes a very aggressive play with a new item that demos are using, this item that I haven't actually gone up against too much. But he was able to kill me and the medic with it, and needless to say, I was surprised, but I was also impressed by the aggressive play. And I really realized I gotta, you know, be a little bit more defensive with my life. I shouldn't just go with the combo and everything else. And when I'm low health like that, I should just pick up some health packs somewhere else. Anyway, so that was an interesting life. I took out the NG, I took out the teleporter, caused some chaos. Now I see that we're on level 3, and this sentry gun is out of place. You see, it's up there at the top where sentry guns usually are, but at the same time, it's not defended by anyone else except for the NG. And there's a lot of flanks on that NG up there. So as long as I can get up there, I have a good shot at taking him out and taking out the sentry gun, which is really, really tough for my team to take out, especially with the Wrangler. So that's my main goal. I don't really care about the medic, I don't care about the sniper, none of this other shit. The first time, you see, I was just doing recon to see if there was a sentry gun there. Second time, now I'm trying to go in, and I'm able to dodge the pyro there, and you can see at the end he looks for me there. So I'm actually kind of scared he's going to come up the stairwell. I'll take the ammo pack just to see if he is, so I can run away. He doesn't. So I am able to just decloak here, wait my time until my cloak comes back up, so that I can be very aggressive on this NG and take out the sentry gun. Now I want to get the stab here, and if he's using the wrangled gun like I think he is, I should be able to get the stab. But at that exact moment, he backs off. So I stab the gun, shoot him a few times, dodge his gun, and when he goes to fix his gun, that was his main mistake. He shouldn't have gone to try and fix the gun. He should have just kept spamming that hallway and rebuilt later maybe if he could. But that's what happens. And you see there, I was playing very aggressive. I didn't expect to get my bicycle used up and scout to be on my tail at that point, which I should have. That they would react to that. But anyway, I distracted them a little bit back there too, though. I mean, that's always nice when you can get them away from the front lines. And you see we haven't pushed in yet. And I see this is the perfect time for the dead ringer. There's not a lot of people there, so they're not going to be able to spam me out really well. And at the same time, I can take a headshot from Max without issue. So this is the perfect situation for me to push the cart. And this is some good sniper spy play. The sniper's looking front, and the spy is getting us from the back. So, I mean, we did get the cart quite far up, though. So it was really it was a good moment for both of us. But we're just at this point looking really good. I mean, we're pushing the cart really fast. We got it up the hill. And I'm just looking for a way in. I saw the pyros there. I think they might know I'm there. I see the spot. I see Max there, and I don't want to confront him in that narrow hallway. He can easily hit me with a lot of different things that I don't really want to deal with. So instead, I make like I'm doing an aggressive play in the heavy. I decloak, and I'm waiting for Max to come. And this is the perfect time to get him because he's not at the right altitude to fight me. In the air, I got an easy shot on him, and then he didn't have enough time to react. If it was a level playing field and he had a level ground to face me with, he could easily headshot me while I'm trying to kill him. So getting a sniper while he's at a different angle than you is what you always want to do as a spy if you can handle it. Which is again how that situation worked out. There's been plenty of times where Max has headshot me and kind of taught me that lesson. So I never try and confront him on an even playing field unless I absolutely have to just put damage on him, maybe as a distraction, but not to kill him usually. So anyway, I'm just dead ringing in, trying to find information. I see the soldiers there. I decloak down here. I'm giving them information where the sentry gun is and everything like that. And I'm just recharging back up. I know if they come down that narrow hallway, I can always use my Latranger, or Latron J, to get them. Unfortunately, the pyro respawns down there, and I'm always confused by these spawns. I think it's when you push the cart a certain way, then they start respawning down at the bottom level, but it's kind of like, I think they can still respawn at the top, too. It's a little weird. I should know that, actually. It's really bad that I don't know that, but anyway, my team still pushes in. So we get a good point capture, and we kept the momentum going. We didn't ever really drop Uber there, which is the key thing, That's the key thing about information. Max, if he had some open room there at the choke early on, he could have gotten a medic pick, and that could have cost us the match. But thankfully, I was able to stop him right there. And it's these stops as a spy at certain times that really make the difference between doing a good job for your team and not being as effective. So that was a fun life for me. I didn't get actually a lot of kills. I probably only got 3 or so, but I gave information. I stopped the enemy from moving forward. Plus, I didn't die very often. So not dying was pretty much the key there, and giving information. But you see, my team was able to push through, and we pushed through against some good players that take advantage of people who make very uninformed decisions by being aggressive against them or other things like that. So anyway, that was fun. Now we get to see how we would actually defend against these guys. And, that's not easy, actually. 6:58 is a really good time, but it's not the best time. I've seen 5-minute times easily when a team just steamrolls through. So our goal is to prevent them. My goal, actually, is to prevent them from taking this left side, because I think it's a really good flank, and I think a lot of teams push this left side because it is really the proper way to do it. So as a dead ringer spy, my goal is just to prevent them from moving forward by putting shots on them, taking headshots while having my dead ringer up, and giving out information. There, I took a headshot just for them, and that might have been actually later. I don't have the sound on, unfortunately, right now, but I'm being the distraction here for my team, and see, I can go in here. I can sap the mini sentry. Max does not have a level playing field. You see, there's an incline there, which makes it hard for him to headshot me when it's coming at him like that. And I know that, and I take advantage of it. I'm just trying to back him off. I'm not necessarily trying to kill him. Here, I missed some easy shots in the demo I should have hit. I'm actually scared of Kozin. I'll be honest here. He's very good at reacting to things, and it affects my aim a little bit, and you can see that there. Even for spies, who've been playing long enough, sometimes they fuck up like that because they're like, "Oh God, he got me earlier. He knows what I'm kind of doing." So I shouldn't have missed those shots, but I did. And you can see clearly we've lost the point now. He's up. He's alive, and my screw up could have cost us that point. I mean, not necessarily. It's not necessarily the case, but he could have already done a lot of damage. But I think we were able to get the medic out though, and the heavy there, he actually sacrificed his life to distract the enemy so that the medic could get out, which is a very good play by him. His name's Remedy. He's also a very good player all around. So anyway, I can see they're being aggressive, and I'm going into them looking for information for my team. I wasn't going to look, to try and get big frags. Here's the scout here. I actually kind of expected to die there once I decloaked there, and I was hoping that the sniper would be able to finish him off. Again, bad decloak by me, and I kind of feel that, that point at that exact moment, we might be in a little trouble on this second point. But fortunately, we're getting some frags here, and the information earlier we were able to stop their frontal push there, and they're still pushing the cart though. You can see they really want it badly, and they actually did get it there, but the medic's dead, and all they've really accomplished is not giving us forward spawn. That doesn't necessarily mean we have to leave either. We were able to kill their medic, and we can still hold this side wall here, which is really the point. So at this point, I don't necessarily have a concrete objective. I'm looking to see what the opportunity is. So I see we just lost a person, and I'm looking around and I'm trying to figure out maybe I should just go for the tele, prevent them from respawning at this point. I know that I can't be aggressive. They called me out clearly. You can see them looking at me directly. Here's the NG trying to flank me. I get away from that situation. Again, being in narrow corridors as a spy is a very bad situation, no matter what watch you're using. And at this point, I look and I assess my options. And I say, look, I know that they could push through our team while I'm doing this. But as a spy, especially this third point, not a lot of spies get picks on defense at this third point against the enemy team. Most of the time, the picks come either on fourth or when they're distracted. And the fact is, when you're pushing the card into third point, you really, it's a narrow corridor where a spy doesn't have a lot of leverage to get picks. And again, there's spies who could probably prove me wrong on that with good Inviswatch usage, but I prefer to think that getting the teleporter down, attacking lit enemies from behind, like taking out Max here, is a better and more efficient strategy. Anyway, they do push through, though. They do get this third point, and they do get some big picks. So maybe I should have been on the front lines a little bit more here. But again, it's I don't think as a spy you can do too much before this third point if your team... Because your team already has such a great hold on third. Think about it. Like, they have this inclined slope. They have a great sentry gun placement there. The only thing you could really do is maybe guard the NG or something like that, because you can't get picks behind here. There's no space to get picks unless your team's pushing them back. And why would they leave the high ground over there to push them back unless they really had a good push into them? So anyway, you can see that they know I'm here. I'm distracting some, but I'm not getting close to the combo at all. And my goal here, tell my team about the Uber percentage. That'll give them some information about when they're going to push. If they know, hey, they're 85%, I think, which they were close to there, they know, okay, the push is probably coming pretty soon. You can see the heavy's trying to distract. I'm just trying to distract the heavy a little bit because I want him to think that I'm going to stay there, I'm going to keep going in. I'm just going to waste some of his time there while he, puts some bullets on me. And he's obviously trying to get me to pop the dead ringer early, so maybe his team has a shot to kill me. And then I took out the teleporter when I felt that there was no one around to guard it. So here, again, just destroying the dispenser, causing general mayhem, calling out team's positions. I see the scout's lit, take him out, and it works out pretty well there. Now I see an aggressive play on the medic. He goes down this hallway. I'm hoping he's going up the stairwell. See, if he was going up the stairwell, I could have pursued him down, got a few more hits on him. I might still have died to that heavy. It's still a possibility that I would have. But there was a slight chance I could have killed the medic. And the other point there is that I've killed myself far away from the combat where the combo is. Their enemy combo is not going to get to the front lines before I respawn. So I've effectively just teleported myself back to the front spawn before all the action's happening. Now I'm here when the action is happening, and I can do some stuff. So here, clearly the heavy's up there. I'm just peppering him with shots. That every little shot counts. He's being aggressive. I don't know why he was alone there actually, and I'm just trying to take advantage of the distractions. I know they need to push very soon. It's 1 minute here. Again, I know that they're going to see me they're going to see me, but at the same time, I realize I have a lot of leeway to get away with things now that they have a time limit on them and they're focused on pushing forward. So I'm just going to keep coming at them as fast as I can and helping my team out. So here I see the lit soldier. I should have just shot him. I'll admit that right now. I wanted the stab. I wanted the 2 points, the bonus points. Um, but peppered the pyro a little bit. The scout ran away, got a kill, got 2 cleanup kills. Medic clearly could have healed them up. Might have made the difference. I don't know. I mean, 20 seconds left. Hard to say. Um, but yeah, I mean, anyway, I don't feel bad about my play this round at all. It was a coordinated play. I realized what I could get away with these players in particular. I realized I was going to be more of a support than a carry in this scenario, trying to give my team information. In other scenarios, like on King of the Hill Viaduct, where I have height advantage, I have health pack and ammo kits everywhere, I can actually be the main damage dealer and outside of the demo and have the highest kill to death ratio, obviously, with my survivability. But because especially with that balcony, I can deny the sniper there. I can pepper people with shots all day in the flank. But again, on PL maps, I think the best thing you can do using this build is give information to your team, do what you can to disrupt the enemy's momentum, which is highly, highly revolved around the engineer. If you notice, I killed the engineer quite a few times that match. And the other thing is, fourth point is very difficult for a spy. It's very difficult because it's a very big, wide open space. For you to cover that distance on fourth point, it's very difficult as a dead ringer spy. You have to say, okay, I'm focused on information here. Maybe I'll get a good sap. Maybe I'll pepper the medic or enemies with some damage from far away. If they have some flankers like the sniper on the top level, you can go after him or people on the outside. But when the main combo is in that general area, the best thing you can do is give information to your team, because if you're crossing a long distance, the enemy team is going to see you before you get there, especially with the dead ringer. Anyway, I'm doing the same exact thing, except I took the ammo pack that time because I saw the NG wasn't following me. A good team will send a scout back here to prevent spies from doing that, or at least they would have been able to in the past. But you can see with this increased cloak duration, I'm able to go all the way almost to that corner without them seeing me, which I think is just, oh man, it's great. Having the ability to disappear at will, I mean, there's nothing they can do if you have movement that tricks them, which is, it's very, very, very simple to do. So I saw the engineer was down. I would have destroyed the tele usually, but I saw the NG was down, so I said, hey, you know what, might as well go for it. I sapped the teleporter there, hoping that they wouldn't react quick enough, but then the demo, again, Cozen reacts really, really fast to that kind of information. But anyway, it doesn't matter, because I'm alive, I'm next to the dispenser. Here I got the medic one-on-one, I'm trying to get the stab, miss it, but I can still pepper him with shots, distract the demo a little bit while he's trying to kill me. I guess I didn't do too much distracting, but the medic did pop Uber because of that, and now they got to try and get out without Uber. And I'm hoping my team can cut him off here. I can't remember. We're definitely funneling them. We're getting a lot of damage on them, just peppering them with shots. I'm looking for anything. They didn't hear the decloak. I don't have my knife up, so I can't do anything but shoot, and I'm putting damage on this medic. And you see, I didn't really have Dead Ringer yet, but I was able to land my shots, and by landing my shots, I'm able to get out of that situation alive. And again, I see the NG there. I'm able to get my ammo pack, get Dead Ringer back up, and now I'm able to, once again, move all the way back to their flank and reset the entire situation. So just by landing a few shots on the medic and putting pressure on him, that's all my goal was, I was able to stay alive, and now I'm putting pressure on the sentry gun from far away. And he's going to be forced to wrangle here because both me and a heavy are putting pressure on it. And JJK is able to body shot him down at that point. So again, this distraction, this flanking is huge with this build. And I think on payload especially, L'Étranger and Dead Ringer Spicicle is just a very, very powerful combination, because you can be in their flank all day. And that's everything that's what payload is. It's getting your NG back, getting them set up, and getting your teleporters up, making sure that you always have people to defend. And if you can't do that, your team's in big trouble if you're facing any type of competition. So there, we take down the medic very late. That's really good for our team. I call out the sniper there. I'm very scared our medic might die to the Uber after the Uber ends to max. Here, I call out the spy there. See, that the demo didn't realize it. He doesn't have the spy awareness there that he necessarily needs. And again, Kozin would have hit that. And you can see, though, this long cloak duration allows me to get away without anyone knowing where I am. And that was huge, because with Dead Ringer before, you couldn't do that. So you can see that the way I play Dead Ringer now is completely different in a lot of respects, because I'm going for a lot more aggressive plays. Before, I would be much more distraction oriented. I know I can live body blocking people. Can't do that as much anymore, but that's fine because, okay, sorry, I got to interrupt. You see that with Max? I didn't fight him on the ground level there. I went up the stairwell away from him because I knew that it would be very tough for him to hit the headshot while I'm on a different, plane. And that's what you got to do against really good snipers. You can't fight fair, because if you fight fair, you're not going to win, especially when they're overbuffed most of the time. Like, medics are now pocketing snipers at an increased... I mean, everybody's pocketing their sniper because it's a smart move, Who's going to kill a buff sniper if he can hit his headshots really well in any class and kill them? It's not going to happen. Here I'm distracting an Uber Heavy. My cloak was following me there, and the Heavy knew that. I knew that. I go in really aggressive against him. I knew that my teammates might call him out, but you see, he put the damage on me rather than the scout. What am I going to do in this situation that my team can't do already? It's like I don't have the damage output to go up one-on-one with a lot of these guys. The best thing that can happen is for me to distract a person while my scout comes in and takes no damage, Because then the scout's there to clean up kills, to do a lot of other work that I couldn't do as a spy. I take that trade any day, Heavy for spy, in that situation. It's perfect. And that's about, maintaining momentum, knowing what you can get away with, really. Again, I'm decloaking down here. This time I'm setting up for a stab because I'm forced to decloak down here. There's no other place to do it. There's no ammo packs around. So if they come out and they don't look, I might get a stab. But the respawn timers are apparently incredibly long. And I'm watching this and I'm like, okay, this is taking way too long. And here I'm going in for the NG. Disguised as NG, so this is kind of stupid, but I knew this was how it was going to work anyway. So I'm just trying to distract, hopefully get down the sentry gun. But the NG is pretty much, I think he's buffed every time. I mean, I don't know. I can't remember exactly, but he's... This is the thing with the L'Étranger. You're not going to be able to kill as easily as you could with the Revolver in the past. So you can see, as soon as I start peppering the sentry gun, Kozin comes in, spams a few stickies at me, keeps me from continuing to pester the NG. I'm just trying to find a way to get this guy down, really. That's my main goal at this point. You can't cover a ton of distance on this map. Again, it's the difficulty. He sees me... I'm just trying to sap the gun down, and unfortunately I get air blasted back. It's the best time for me to be doing things is usually when my team is distracting them very well. But you can see clearly the enemy team is putting up a big fight and actually pushing our team very far back so that I can't get the distraction I need right now. So again, that's going to relegate me to a certain role here. Which is keep them from pushing too many people forward. If they have to keep a person back to guard the NG, then that's a victory for me, because then they can't push into our team as hard as they could if they didn't do that. So here's the NG again. This time, if it's just me versus him, the sentry goes down. Unfortunately, the spy gets me. I mean, it wasn't the spy, but it was, the pyro was coming in there, and I have to keep moving, and it's unfortunate at that point, but again, it's keeping them back, and this fourth point is always going to be difficult. It's always going to be difficult against an aware team that understands how it works. So now my team's pushing in though, so maybe I'll get a little bit more out of it. Yeah, here's the Heavy. I know he's probably going to see me. He's backing up in that corner like he is, but again, that's distracting him, doing little damage to him. I see him coming out of the combo. I'm trying to call that out, and I'm just going to go right back at him. It's not like it's a big deal. He's just getting peppered with shots there. And he chose a target. He said, I'm tired of this spy. And It was a bad decloak on my part. It was a quick one. Unfortunately, I wasn't ready for the soldier's rocket. Uh, but again, I mean, the heavy's down. We have a pretty much clear field. Plus, the soldier just uses rockets on a spy. I'm not sure if that mattered or not. But I think it probably, he used up his damage on a guy who's not going to be able to do anything after a certain point. Anyway, actually, I am kind of making excuses for my play on fourth. I probably could have taken the upper balcony area away from the sniper. Maybe that was a better play. Deny them that and then get some shots on the sentry gun. That would have been probably a more conservative play, a little bit better than that. What I was doing, going for the sentry gun. I've gotten the sentry gun like that before, but it's, again, very tough, as you can see. So, actually, just maybe I should just stay on the upper levels and give information. Anyway, back to this. We're on defense now, and last time we really held that left side really well. This time we're going to hold it even better, and I think it's, I'm staying alive is a big reason for that, and not fucking up as much. You have to understand that as a spy, there's certain points that are much better for you. Look here, you have ammo packs, health kits everywhere. You have open space. You got rocks to hide behind. This first point is great for spies. Same thing with second, because you can hide behind all these rocks to get at people. They're going to be split up going either left or right. The whole team's not going to be together usually, and they're going to be in tight corridors and things like that. But there's a lot of ways to flank the enemy on these first 2 points. So I think you should judge yourself as a spy a lot of times based on how well you can hold these first 2 points. Because if you can be a force on these first 2 points, then you're really, really doing a good job. So, anyway, here again, I'm just looking to combat Max. Like that's the main issue here. Max can get off some headshots that can destroy our momentum, destroy our first point hold. He needs this left point to do anything. He's not going to do it from right cliff. He's not going to do it from anywhere else. I'm just going to keep going back at him, denying him this cliff space. And you can see our scout's doing a ton of work too. Max wants to peek again. I'm putting damage on him. Well, I didn't actually hit shots there, but I'm continually going back at him. I got this health pack and this ammo kit. This is exactly what this should be for, is to deny this left hill. And I can do it better than any other class. I don't feel guilty taking that health pack and ammo kit, just going at these guys. Even there, I just baited a shot from Max, so he did less damage than he would have had he just been focusing on other people. So, here, again, sat the sentry. The soldier went after me. He used his rockets there. Then he gets flanked by the level 3 sentry gun there. And this is all players who play the game very well. Spamfest is a very good engineer, and you can't take anything away from him when you're saying I distract, but he puts together the damage and everything. It's very much him. A lot about his play too. So here I'm just trying to help my scout out, and I'm missing some shots. It's tough to hit this model sometimes, but I get 2 shots at the end, and that helps out. So glad I could be of assistance there. And yeah, back to the hill. Don't want our NG to get headshot. That's the main thing. And here comes Kozin. I don't need to kill Kozin here. My Letron J just doesn't do enough damage. I even hit him there at the end. I thought I'd get the kill. It's not a ton of damage, but it backs him off. He didn't. They did get the sentry gun there, I guess. Eventually, it got sapped, I think. But again, it held them off for long enough. Now they're just grouped up. I'm on the hill here, distracting the scout. Again, he gets flanked by the other scout because I'm distracting. And then we just Uber back in. We gained a ton of space. I'm not sure if our energy is alive right now because the sentry gun is down, I think. But we were able to hold that push for so long on the left side that we were able to just wipe them up at the end of it. And it's key. You have noticed I haven't died yet as a spy, and I'm being very aggressive against them. I'm actively getting in their faces. This is a key point. There's nothing... I don't think you can do anything more as a spy here, actually. I mean, if you really think about it, you're denying them the room they need in order to do well. Max, that's his only angle. No one's guarding lower tunnel. He's not going to kill anyone through tunnel. No one's guarding... The upper left is just too freaking dangerous. There's no slight angle there. This is the only angle a sniper has on this map. Alright? And here, eventually, they do take the point. We do get out, though. And we're able to defend. Here, I don't want to sap the gun. I just want to kind of blend in. I pretend to be an NG. I look around. Bam. All game, I wasn't pretending to be anything. I wasn't, trying to sneak up on people. When I do it one time, finally, I just get an easy kill. That's the other thing. If you keep on doing the same actions over and over again, the enemy team's going to expect you to act a certain way. If you then pretend to be someone else at a very special moment, you can actually get an easy kill, like I just did there on the soldier and the heavy. I did it against good players. I do that against good players as well. I mean, all over the place that have played against me a lot. I mean, if you make people think you're static, I mean, you can't change. You're not. You only can do one thing. It's very easy to take advantage of them later in the game. You just have to find the right opportunity, and that was it. So here, I see the teleporter, take that out. I see the NG's lit. Again, easy kill. I'm trying to kill this. I put a little damage on the pyro there. I saw he was lit, and fortunately didn't kill him. But still putting pressure on, keeping them away from that doorway. Because the longer they're away from that doorway, the more chance it is for my team to use that doorway effectively. And obviously they're not being that aggressive, and I don't blame them for not being that aggressive. But you can see the pyro's totally focused on me right now. Like, he's not stopping any bombers, and I think the soldier just got the medic there. I'm not sure if that had anything to do with it. You never know as a spy because you're always in the background. You're not sure if like what you did necessarily made it so that a kill could happen. But soldier got the medic there. So I mean, can't argue with results. I think. Anyway, second point is being held really really well at this point. And again, they haven't made their big push yet. I died there, but at the same time, they don't have Uber yet. They're not ready to make the big push. So if they had been ready to make the big push, my death there would have been a much bigger deal because I couldn't give information on where they were coming from. But the fact is, I just saw the demo there. I see, oh yeah, look, here they come. And I give this information to my team, and this fucks them completely. Like I'm saying, they're right underneath this, directly underneath this, and we're able to do a ton of damage to them as they go up. It's just incredible here. I mean, we're able to destroy them there. And obviously the time became a factor there as well, which is why they were so aggressive. I don't think they had Uber there. So they were pushing without Uber, but regardless, I mean, it's it's information there, and that destroyed them. It was the perfect time for the spy to be an information provider. And then I was able to get some clean up on some kills by being in the flank. That's all those stones, health packs around allowed me to survive long enough to get there. So anyway, I mean, I'm happy. We had those first 2 points. I'm recharging right now, and it doesn't look like it's stopping. And actually, I'm not. I think it's at this point the heavy quits because he knows it's over, and the rest of the team pretty much leaves after that. So I call it this demo coming after our sniper. I think he's just being aggressive for no reason, though. So at this point, it's probably garbage time, and I wouldn't put too much stock in it. I think it has a lot to do with understanding who you are in the game uh, at different times, different points, in different situations. What you can do for your team. On Badwater, the first and second points should be your bread and butter. On other the third and fourth points, it becomes much more difficult. Obviously, if your team's being very, pressuring them a lot, you can get some kills, but it's just this is the best for defense. And obviously first and second, maybe not your best points for offense.